You're watching Global News Morning on Global Kingston.
Good Tuesday morning. I hope your morning is off to a good start. It is the last day in May, and it's time now for the dirt. So we'll bring in Monica. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning.
So we were just talking a little bit about the question of the day before we went to air. So very intrigued by this question. I have a lot of feelings.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I was back at my parents' place over the weekend, and there's some stuff that I'm bringing back to my home in Kingston, but just seeing a lot of brands that no longer exist or items that they no longer make. And so we're going to be talking about that on the Fresh Morning Show. Like, what's a brand or an item that they no longer make that you miss? And there's been some really interesting comments that have come in on Facebook so far, so I'm looking forward to seeing what some of our listeners have to say.
Yes, well, there are a couple of food items. There was a type of cheesy that was gluten-free. I don't remember what the brand name was, but a few years ago it disappeared off the shelves, and I've been so sad about it ever since. And then you were just mentioning that on Facebook you got quite a big response on Facebook about cinnamon spread.
Yeah, and this is new. I've never had cinnamon spread, but quite a few people reacted to it, including yourself. When I was telling you were just like, I used to put it on my toast all the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that this was a thing, but according to Jesse's like, yeah, it was really popular and then disappeared. But why do these really popular products just disappear? That is the question.
I don't know. Like, it's so sad. I remember that cinnamon spread, and I didn't realize that it was gone. I was just being an adult, and well, not an adult, but I was just trying to avoid it, not realizing that it's not an option anymore.
Well, if you really want, I'm sure you can try it with some butter and
yeah,
some
not
cinnamon
quite
and
the
sugar.
same, but all right, yeah.
Let's get into the dirt. Bradley Cooper had fans doing a bit of a double take. So this is a production that he's working on with Netflix, where it's going to be a biopic on Leonard Bernstein, the famous conductor. And so some pictures have surfaced, and like, he's gonna be playing Leonard from a young age right up into his 70s. And here is Bradley Cooper. Like, there was a few times where I'm like, that's not Bradley Cooper. I kept zooming in on my computer this morning, but you can see, obviously, this is, a younger Leonard Bernstein. Carey Mulligan's going to be in the production as well. But I just, when they, Leonard passed away at the age of 72, and just the prosthetics, the really heavy prosthetics and makeup to transform him.
They've come a long way with that. I mean, that was very impressive, that first picture, because
And I'm just wondering, how long was he in the chair putting all that on? Because that's not easy. Like, that's time consuming, like with the prosthetics and the heavier makeup and, giving him that grayer look. And I can only imagine how long he was in the chair to perfect that look.
Definitely. And I wonder how, as an actor, if you're prepping beforehand, like how that prosthetic maybe affects what you're going to do with your facial expressions and things like that. So super interesting.
Yeah, and we're going to have to wait a little longer for the production to come out. It's not scheduled to be released until 2023. He actually revealed, he was doing an interview with Stephen Colbert, and he said that he was obsessed with conducting, pretending he was a conductor as a kid and would constantly practice. But I feel like we all tried to be conductors.
I did some singing exams, and I had to conduct to time, and it was the worst. I did not do well at that part in the singing exams, so not for me.
It's not easy. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is all you're doing. No, you're not just doing, there's a reason why the movie, But anyways, looking forward to that coming out on Netflix. We were talking about Cardi B yesterday. She made it back into the dirt again because she teamed up with Megan Thee Stallion. She has this show called Cardi Tries, where she does different things. So there's one episode where she was a ballerina. Here, they're giving football a try.
Nice.
So they stood up with the LA Chargers for this. Cardi, she said, like, I have a son. I want to be a sports mom. I want to learn more about football. And so that was also their opportunity. So learning more about football, and I'm sure the football players learned a few moves from the ladies for their touchdown dances.
Good for them. Like, that's, I think I'd be intimidated if I was going to spend some time with a professional league and, pick up a football and have the whole world watching.
Yeah. It can get pretty intense with their training. So, I mean, good for the ladies for jumping in. Norm Macdonald's last comedy special is now available on Netflix. for people to check out. It's called Nothing Special, and he recorded it before he got really, really sick. He battled leukemia for 9 years, and of course we lost him a little while ago. But Adam Sandler is saying that we see a gentler side of Norm Macdonald in this special.
Very interesting. I know there's going to be a lot of fans out there interested in seeing that for sure. We've got about 30 seconds left, Monica.
Just really quickly, it doesn't look like the divorce between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West is moving forward. Another lawyer has stepped down from the case due to oh my God, they can't sort things out. I can't even get my words out this morning.
No worries. I'm sure it's quite a hairy experience for those lawyers.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Monica, for joining us this morning. And stay with us. We're back after the break.